What's going down, man? It's your boy, Donnie Houston. We celebrating 3 years of chopping it up right here on the Donnie Houston podcast. Go to DonnieHoustonReal.com right now and get you one of these brand new Choppers t-shirts available in the mono black, tight white, and the gray tape edition. What's going down, man? It's your boy, Donnie Houston. Hey, check it out, man. I got a new job opportunity for y'all, man. Something real live, man. Check it out. If you want to learn how to install the internet cables, or fire alarms, or security access systems, you know what I'm saying? You need a new trade. You need an OSHA 10 or an OSHA 30 safety certification. Hey, man, they got you. Call Texas Training Center and Certifications at 281-962-0659 or simply go to www.ttcandc.com or on Instagram, TDCANDC. You know what I'm saying? They located at 341 Columbia Memorial Parkway, Suite 341E. That's out in Kemah, Texas, 77565. You know what I'm saying? They offer hands-on training for network cabling, low voltage trade, telecommunications, structured cabling, voice and data. Hey, man, all that. Voice over internet protocol, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, no background check for training, man. Listen, call Texas Training Center and Certifications at 281-962-0659 or simply go to www.ttcandc.com.
And I don't want to even talk about it a lot, but in between that, he dropped that, the Ozone
Awards situation, yeah.
Once that happened, it seemed like he going to hide.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that because a lot of people always tell me like, man, why you don't, talk about the, Mike Jones, he left Houston or whatever. Like, what was the result of that? Was that him just feeling like, man, I'm gonna go make my own move, or like, what was that whole thing? What do you feel like?
I mean, I don't know what his reason is. From the outside looking in, I would feel like maybe he embarrassed, I believe. I don't know, That's the only assumption I could come up with, because ain't no way I'm going to leave my city. You know what I mean?
So he up and left after that?
Yeah, he moved. Because I want to say initially he was out there in Atlanta. And then I'm just assuming, I could be wrong, that when the other individual started messing with T.I., then he moved to Dallas. So I don't know if it's embarrassment, scared, I don't know.
Damn. God damn. Okay, so then what ends up happening? Like, what was the decision? Because was it a decision, or did time just pass and then Swishahouse kind of just, gracefully, I don't want to say bowed out, but kind of just like really kind of stepped away from everything?
I mean, we haven't never went anywhere. We just, me personally, I started focusing more on the merchandise and stuff. Because merchandise, catalog.
That's going to always be good.
Yeah. And at any time, I'm thinking about coming out of retirement and doing a compilation.
Oh, yeah?
I got a lot of people in my corner that's down to help me with the project, like artist-wise. Yeah. Lil Kiki gonna always have my back.
He speaks very highly. He like, oh, man, I love G-Dash, man. I love G-Dash.
Nah, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Nah, me and him, we still got business together. Still talk on a regular basis. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, okay, in the future, you a potential G-Dash compilation.
Yeah.
We got the Day Hell Broke Loose merch pack going right now.
Yeah. I got some other things going on. Like I say, I don't like
can't put it out there. Yeah.
I don't like to speak my hand, man.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you look in, let me see, the inside of Day Hell Broke Loose 2, and they say a fool in war is one who speaks his hand, only have it executed perfectly against himself. See, that guy Big Time was running around talking about he was gonna put that Day Hell Broke Loose off. I ain't never talk about it. I just put it out.
Yeah. Nah, I mean that's something that I had to learn over time. Is like, man, you think you announcing something, to giving people something to look forward to, and somebody is looking to beat you to the punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Beat you to the punch or kill your dream, one or the other.
Yeah. Hate you right out your shit.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so
but I got some major stuff coming.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Man, you got anything else before we close out? When the last time you talked to Mike Jones or any of those guys from?
The last time I talked to Mike Jones, I want to say it was during Hurricane Harvey, and I just happened to be in Dallas. I have a good friend of mine that he used to be I want to say the music manager, the music manager, production manager for Alicia Keys, and they under the same management umbrella, so he started working with her. So I just happened to be going out to Dallas to see him that weekend and going to that concert. Mike Jones just happened to be the special guest at that concert, and we ran into each other. I mean, and when we talked, he said everything was good and, it wasn't no problem. But then, a few months later, after we don't see each other, he said it's a problem. He always saying it's a problem with the label. But, I mean, we don't have no problems with Mike
Does
Jones.
he feel like it's a problem because he's still obligated to, like, 3 other albums with y'all or some shit? Because that's what he would over at if y'all in a 5-album deal.
Well, 2. They dropped what they dropped. So we dropped Who Is Mike Jones, he dropped The Voice, and he dropped that American Dream project, which was really an EP, but I count it as an album. Yeah, and I mean, he could have been done with the situation if he would have just completed the projects a long time ago, in my opinion,
But
And really, it's all about working, man. I mean, you see the artists in H-Town, the OGs that have stood the test of time, that's still relevant, that's still working, like the Pauls, the Flips, the Zeros, Kiki, the Traes, all of them. It's about staying consistent and working, and that's just something I don't think Mike Jones ain't put out enough content, and if he have, it's fell on deaf ears, because ain't nobody really talking about it no more.
do you think that if he came back to the fold and said, all right, man, I'm ready to do it, would y'all be ready to say, okay, we're going to go ahead and get this shit back jumping?
Honestly, man, that time that came and went, I believe. Maybe on a compilation project or something. To me, he would have to, I think he would have to build himself. Yeah, because, man, ain't nobody really talking about Mike Jones like that no more. And I think had he stayed down with us, like I say, I would have made sure that them projects was coming out back to back, because I feel like you're supposed to bleed it when the fire's hot. I would have had them. We supposed to come out like soon as that last single played out on the first album. We supposed to have been coming with the single for the next album and dropping the next album.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, he definitely led the way as far as like stars. I always say, if you're gonna name like certain names from Houston that you can go just about anywhere in the country and potentially the world, like, Flip is a name that did it big. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Mike Jones is another one. Paul Wall is in there. You know what I'm saying? Chameleon there. It's
And I like the fact that, man, I like to see the dudes that's, they still relevant to dudes that came from our camp too.
Yeah.
I love
Slim
seeing that.
still doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
It just let me know, shit. I mean, me and Watts, we were some pretty good leaders, I feel that, because these guys are still consistent to this day, and they're gonna always associate them with Swishahouse no matter what.
Yeah. What'd you think about? Because that was big to see Paul and Cam recently reunite, man.
Oh, no doubt.
That was a big deal.
That was real big. That was real big. Because I want to say, I talked to Cam, and he told me it was originally a 3-6 Mafia show, and they called him to be a part of the show, and he invited Paul and Watts, which that was genius, because a lot of fans been waiting to see. They've been waiting to see Paul and Cam work together for sure. Yeah. So that was a real good look.
Yeah, that was incredible, man.
Look like I even see Cam performing more now ever since the verses.
Yeah, and he don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
He don't have
Cam
to.
made his money. He ain't got to pick up a microphone ever again in his life. You know what I'm saying?
But now I feel like when he do it now, he doing it probably for what he was originally doing it for. Because them guys are doing it for the
really
fun
loved
of it back
it.
then. They look for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing when you ain't got to, when you could do that, and you're not counting that money to, make you or break you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's what. Well, I mean, y'all definitely did a great thing, man. Like I said, I mean, there's so many worldwide names, you know what I'm saying, that came from under that one umbrella, dog.
Yeah, and I was even proud of them when, like I say in the beginning, when the artists were branching off, man, because I felt like, man, our artists were superstars and having houses and cars like before the deal, like they was balling.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you coming through. You got anything before we close out?
Oh nah, you just get that box set at the daydayhellbrokeloose.com and check the Swishahouse Instagram out at Swishablast on the IG. Yeah, and we also got Swishahouse.biz.
Yeah. Hell yeah, and to get in contact with you, if somebody want to get in contact with you.
If they want to get in contact with me, they can holler at my peoples.
You still, hey, matter of fact, you still writing them checks, man. I remember when Power Wow said it, I was like, man, I need to meet G Dash, man, and get a check, man.
Well, now we just wiring money.
Yeah, Zelle, yeah.
Wiring money, PayPal, Zelle,
yeah,
Cash App,
Venmo,
yeah.
Already, that's what it is, man. Well, man, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Already, hey, man, it's Donnie Houston Podcast, G Dash, we up out of here.
Donnie Houston.